Planeswalkers, and welcome to another episode of the Hive Mind. I'm your host, John, known in some circles as the Orzhov Dun, and today I am joined by some very special Planeswalkers. That's right, I have a dual set of Planeswalkers, and not duel of the Planeswalkers. Plays on words already, but nevertheless, we have Randy and Paul from Louisville, Kentucky, Breakfast with Nerds. Gentlemen, thanks for joining me! Woo!
Yeah. It's nice to be on the show. Thanks for having us, John.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, guys. Cheers to you. My mug is not as cool, but I digress.
We'll fix that.
Oh, hey, don't tease me with a good time. So, as we do each and every episode of the Hive Mind, and by the way, this is a special Memorial Day Monday edition of the Hive Mind, out our Planeswalkers Magic origin story. So, gentlemen, take it away. How did you guys get addicted to the Magic portion addiction?
Well, I learned how to play Magic in high school. I had a good friend who taught me the game, so I'd go over to his house and we'd hang out and we'd play with a bunch of his decks and things like that. And then I went to college and I lived with some guys, and they all played Magic, so we all went to the store and bought a bunch of cards and slapped them all down on the table. We all sat down around the big kitchen table every night and played multiplayer Magic. So it was really informal. I'm not sure anybody really had much of a concept of strategy. But it was slap a bunch of big creatures in a deck and go around the table and try and kill each other. So that was kind of my introduction to it. It was a lot of fun. And then, kind of went to graduated, got a job, kind of got away from it a little bit, and got back into it a little bit last summer. I had a friend of mine who kind of reconnected with me, and that's when I started really digging into the strategy and buying a whole bunch of cards and that sort of thing. So, and since then, I've been really into, buying way too many Magic cards and spending way too much time reading and watching videos and things like that. So, that's kind of my story, I guess.
Yeah, and so I guess for my Magic origins, Paul kind of got me into Magic, but I kind of started with Pokemon in middle school, like in '99 when Pokemon came out. I was big into it.
It's Pikachu! Pikachu!
And didn't, had the cards, collected them, didn't really play the game, but for a long time, just kind of stopped in high school and college and stuff. And then I guess last summer, about the same time Paul was getting into Magic, I was watching some Pokemon openings on YouTube and thought, hey, I want to go get a few packs of cards, and a few packs turned into like a couple boxes.
Slow.
Yeah. When the little kid inside you has income and can spend it on whatever that you want.
That's the biggest difference between now and college, is I remember going and sorting through the bulk bins in college to find cards that were cool. And now that, we have jobs and careers, we have bills, but it's a different world of card buying.
For sure, yeah. But so Paul and I kind of reconnected at our 10-year high school reunion last summer.
Nice.
And so we started talking about, I think you saw some Pokemon cards I had in the backseat of my car.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, you're doing Pokemon again? And I was like, yeah.
You're back on the wagon, so to speak.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm collecting Magic cards. And it's like, what a freak. You collect Magic cards?
For the record, I did call you a freak. That was not the reason.
Oh, okay.
But so we decided to kind of, we stayed friends and connected all this time, but we started spending our time more sharing similar interests, and Magic seemed to be the deepest, darkest hole that we fell into.
Absolutely, and that's two addictions kind of mixing together. So I fear for your pocketbooks. But so what's kind of the Magic? So you guys do a lot of Magic and Pokemon, a lot of Magic openings. And what I really like lately, you're kind of doing like a basic introduction gameplay videos, which are great. So how did that start?
Take this one. Okay. So we got a lot of feedback specifically from our friends and family who aren't really gamers, that like watching us on YouTube but don't have any idea what we're doing. We're just playing with pieces of paper to them. So They kind of said, hey, it would mean a lot to people like us that like watching you guys but don't really understand what you're doing, if you kind of started from zero and explained, so the first basics episode that we did was the anatomy of a card, how to tell if something is rare, mythic, common, uncommon, what different
types of cards. Yeah. Basically anything you need to know to watch a pack opening and understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely, yeah.
And then we did like the gameplay basics too. So if they care to kind of follow along with any of the gameplay that we like to do, they'll understand that.
Yeah, we'll be doing more and more gameplay. Those are actually the most fun we have filming is during the gameplay episodes. So we'll be leaning more towards that in the future.
Yeah, there will be more Magic Basics episodes, but we've already gotten some feedback from people talking about how nice it is to be able to finally understand what we're doing. So, and the idea is not just for our friends and family, but if there's anybody out there that has people like that in their life that would watch them but doesn't really understand, hopefully they can find our videos and kind of get the briefest overview of things. This isn't how you sit down and play the game. It's what do you need to know to appreciate watching our YouTube channel. So
yeah, absolutely. And it's so I've seen Magic tutorial videos before taught by Magic people, and sometimes that doesn't communicate so easily, but you guys come off as just kind of, like normal guys kind of teaching a friend, and that's what's kind of separates that. So I found it really enjoyable. I've been playing this game since I was in diapers, which was like last week. But I actually enjoyed the video, even though I'm an entrenched player. It came off as very easygoing, and like I said, it's more of like a friend telling a friend, other than like a teacher or an instructor, or where we all kind of started, a math teacher trying to teach you how to play Magic cards. So I really enjoyed the video, so I can't wait to see more.
Cool. Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were going for is the friend approach rather than the, this is strategy and you're an idiot if you don't.
You hear people in Magic all the time are talking about barrier to entry, and I think one of the biggest things that keeps people from enjoying the game is all the vocabulary. And we realized just how much of that there is when we sat down to make the gameplay episode that came out last Friday. Absolutely. Is all these words you have to be able to parse and understand and read a certain way. It's almost like a code. And so when you sit down and try and teach somebody about Magic, it's really difficult to understand all that without a little bit of basic, here's what this actually means.
And did you find yourself kind of going back and forth while making the video where you're like, okay, so I got this step done. Oh, but wait a minute, I forgot to, explain a little bit more here. Because there is a lot. Like you said, the jargon is just insane, so...
Well, one of the things that's the most difficult, I think, and somebody actually commented on our video and was talking about whether or not the attack that we showed, to talk about whether that was a good attack or not. And it made me kind of laugh because that's one of the hardest things. Well, that's one of the more difficult things about it is I know when we come up with those, we sit there for a long time and we're all the way through Gather trying to figure out what example would make the most sense. It probably has to be a vanilla creature. It should be something standard legal that they've seen one of us open. And so that cuts it down right there. And then you have to find something with comparable power and toughness that illustrates the point you're trying to make. So actually coming up with the examples is by far the most time-consuming part of making those videos.
Yeah, and Magic players will definitely tell you when you're playing optimally or not, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Which we appreciate. As newer players themselves, I think we appreciate that as much as anybody.
So. We find more misplays when we go back through and edit our videos than anything. Sure.
So do you find more like your Pokemon audience or your Magic audience is more kind of, interactive or, and or critical?
Well, I think our Magic audience is much more interactive, but I think that's because like 85% of the content that we put out is Magic related, sure. And we're a little more entrenched in that community. And the Pokemon stuff is kind of incidental, and that's how Paul keeps me involved. He lets me do my Pokemon every once in a while.
I don't know, man. I think you bleed the 5 colors, at this point as well, Randy.
I mean, I definitely love Magic now, and I'm much more into Magic than I am into Pokemon through this whole process, really.
And we're kind of skipping along as far as spoiling maybe upcoming projects, but any other TCGs that you guys are looking into cover?
We hadn't really thought about that. I think we're pretty satisfied with what we're doing right now.
Sure.
I don't know if my wallet could handle another TCG.
That's
Right?
true. Any money not spent on Magic right now is kind of a waste of money, though.
I need you guys to spend more money on these cards so I have more things to talk about.
We don't have any plans to get other TCGs. I know there have been, there's a few other out there. Force of Will comes to mind, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right.
And those have a decent presence at our LGS, but right now we don't have any plans to get into that.
Sure. So, Breakfast with Nerds, the channel, can you guys just kind of tell me the origin of that? You guys kind of told me how you guys synced back up in life, but how did you guys decide to translate that to a YouTube channel? And can I just say, your intro is probably my favorite intro of all the YouTube channels.
Well, thank you.
Because it makes me very hungry.
Well, the channel is actually Randy's idea, so I'll let him talk about that a little bit.
When we got back connected together again, we would talk about YouTubers that we would watch. Several different YouTubers. I watched more Pokemon in the beginning, and you watched more Magic. But I guess the origins of the YouTube stuff, or at least the skill set that led to that, started a long time ago. In middle school and high school, we used to have sleepovers at each other's houses, and we'd make goofy videos. And we'd write parody songs and record them and playing for our parents, and it drove our parents nuts.
They were super proud, but I'm sure on the inside they were like, why does our child get out there and do things with their friends instead of sitting in the basement making videos?
So we had several projects in high school where we were in the same class, and we had group projects. And for the group project, we told our group, we're going to make a video, and we'll give you guys credit for part of it, but you don't really have to do any work. We'll just do the whole project as long as we can make a video.
That's awesome.
And so we have, a history of goofy videos and video editing, and we always got A's in those classes.
Yeah.
We must have some kind of competency.
Well, we kind of watched technology grow as we were in school, because we started with the camcorder that you slide the tape in, and you'd have to
with the giant trap door that you lose a thumb every time you're trying to slam the door closed.
Then my dad got editing software on the computer, and so we learned how to use that and do basic things like wipes and fades, and learned how to cut the footage and stuff like that. So when we kind of got into Magic and stuff like that, that was kind of the impetus behind that decision. Was we really like to edit video, we really like to to do that kind of thing. So we think we could do a pretty good job of making content. And I think there's a lot of people that get into the YouTube game because they know a lot about Magic, and I think there's people that get into it because they know a lot about making videos. And I think we tend to fall in the second camp of that. We're learning a lot about Magic, and I think we have a pretty awesome viewer base. But I think we definitely came into it from we know how to make videos, so let's get on board this train type of thing.
Yeah, and editing, I've gone on record to say probably editing is my least favorite of the process. But who kind of does the heavy lifting, or do you guys kind of share the load?
Paul does all the editing on the channel. Nice. So all the fancy switching back and forth and the picture-in-picture and stuff like that, that's Paul's deal. I come up with majority of the content and ideas for goofy things to do, and we work together well. We've known each other since first grade. Yeah, and have liked each other since fourth grade.
That's key.
there were 3 years there where Paul's parents thought they were gonna have to file a restraining order against him.
It'd get me in trouble at school when you're in first grade. That's a big deal.
This is very telling. I feel like you guys should be laying on a couch, and I should be sitting on the head of that couch. We're really getting into the nitty gritty of the Breakfast with Nerds dichotomy here.
You didn't know it, John, but this episode was 20 years in the making.
You guys already you're at 100 subscribers, but we have a behind the music, kind of edition. All right, so speaking of 100 subscribers, congratulations, guys. That's no easy feat. So, like you said, you do have a great fan base. and that's awesome. So I just wanted to really congratulate you guys. Yeah, it's tough. It is tough, especially nowadays on YouTube. I believe there's a lot of noise as far as the MTG community goes, and other just gaming channels in general. So just, you guys haven't been around a copious amount of time, and to hit that goal already, so that's excellent. So congratulations again on that.
Well, yeah, thank you. We're really pleased with the progress that we've made, and there's dozens of content creators out there that put out really good quality content, and I know that we don't get to watch as much as we would like to watch, but we're friends with several different content creators, and we can't watch every single video, so we appreciate that people seem to enjoy ours.
Yeah, I think we've been really, really pleased with the community at large. I think the Magic the Gathering community, both in person, like at a local game store, but also with the content creator community, has just been awesome. We kind of worried at first that it'd be hard to...
We expected it to be pretty cutthroat and that other creators would not want competition and stuff like that, but...
It's been very cooperative.
And maybe at the top it's like that, but down where we are, down where people like us are.
Down in the basement, I'm with you guys.
But we found it to be really welcoming, and a
really supportive place to be.
Yeah, supportive is a good word for it, and give each other ideas and help promote each other. So things like #FridayMTG and KitchenTableMTG.com and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If we can throw a couple of plugs out there.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Plug away. No, and I'm another person that, or another channel, I guess, that participates in Friday MTG. It is a great tool for to get content creators' names out there, and it's great because the people that have a good message and present value to the viewers are really sticking around, and you guys, I see you guys going for a while, as long as you guys want to, so, absolutely. So, active members in the community, and plus, with all the projects going on, I would love to have you guys a little more active in some tournaments and stuff coming up, but maybe we could talk about that.
We would love to be a part of that. We don't actually currently play MTG Online.
Yeah.
We both enjoy Commander, but we don't play online, so I think that was the barrier that kept us from...
Yeah, that was definitely the barrier. We didn't have time to put together, online decks and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But for in the future, we will probably look into that if you do things like the Content Creators Cup. But again, we would love to be involved.
Oh yeah, Season 2 is coming, and it's going to be Pauper, so that is a great barrier, or entry for that. So,
sweet.
Absolutely. So talking about formats, as in Pauper and stuff, what's your guys' favorite Magic format and kind of your levels of play?
I'm backing up to that.
Well, it's hard to pick a favorite. I started in Commander.
What's your favorite now?
Once I got back into that, I started in Commander, got a couple Commander decks, and then I kind of got into Modern a little bit. And lately, we've been really into Limited. So we've gotten to draft the last couple FNMs. Had a lot of fun at the pre-release and things like that. So
how is Amonkhet Limited?
I'm sorry?
How is Amonkhet Limited, in your opinion?
I think it's really, really fun. I think there's a lot of different things you can do. And I've had a lot of fun playing some of the different strategies. I've had the most luck by far with Black-Green, the counter synergy, like Decimator Beetle and that kind of stuff.
Excellent.
But it's really, I think, really cool how different the different color combinations are. But I really like it. I like the flavor of the set a lot too.
Randy, you're laughing. What do you know? What are you hiding?
I'm just laughing at our most recent draft experience. That Paul tends to have more luck at F&M when he doesn't play me, I think is what.
Oh, dang. Dissension in the ranks.
He's a much better drafter than I am. My draft strategy is try to lead with more than $15 in value of cards. And so far, I'm pretty good at it. I picked up a Gideon the other day and a Kevnet that I didn't even play, but it's value. So it cost me $15 to draft this. So I'm leaving with my money.
My draft strategy is I have a name for it, which I can't really say the real name because it's we're not super family friendly. But I'll paraphrase. It's usually winds up as a 4-color F it. So. You know, it serves me well sometimes.
I was drafting last night. By the time I got to pack 3, I was saying to myself, I need to pick a color, but nothing good is coming my way.
Yeah, that's where you throw caution in the wind. You say, hey, we're playing the rainbow deck, right?
No, I did win a match in our most recent FNM. I just have to say this because I was super excited about it. By casting a glorious end on my opponent's turn.
No way. Achievement unlocked.
You were that guy.
I was that guy. he was gonna smash me, and he tapped all his creatures, and I said, "Your turn's over," and that was my turn, and he picked his cards up.
Nice. And as far as Pokemon competitive play, Randy, is that something that you've had experience with?
No, not at all. I've never played in any Pokemon event. I barely know the rules. I have played a little bit of Pokemon online just because when you open a Pokemon a physical paper booster pack, there's a code card in there that you can redeem for a digital booster pack in the online game. So, I had all these code cards, and I was like, well, I might as well, try to learn how to play. And I did that for like a week, and it was all right, but I'm not good at it, so.
Wow, that's actually an excellent idea, Wizards. Like,
First
value. But,
we would be playing MTG online today if there was some way to at least get, some kind of online value out of physical booster packs.
Sure.
Because we open a lot of physical booster packs.
Right. Absolutely. And Paul, what about any kind of? You said you jumped into Modern. That's kind of a heady beast. So
it's a little bit. I play very budget Modern.
Sure.
So I play the deck that I've got is a blue-white Myria Titan deck.
Okay.
So the goal is obviously to get yourself to 7 planes where Myria the Sky Ruin turns on and brings all your stuff back from the graveyard. So it's a very dirtily deck, very slow deck, but it's a lot of fun to play.
Always the last player playing. They're like, no, modern format's out of time, and Paul's like, but we're still on the first game.
Everyone else is done by turn 4. There's Paul and his opponent.
I like to sit back and Supreme Verdict a couple times and Tension Sphere a couple times.
Oh, man, you're that guy.
Yeah.
And have you had success with it, though?
I haven't played it a whole lot yet because I just finally finished adding in the blue, the second color. I originally built mono white for budgetary reasons and then built my way up. But it's a lot of fun. It's not tier 1 by any stretch, but it's competitive with a lot of decks.
You've won some matches with it.
Yeah, I won some matches with it. I did a pretty good job against that, played that one guy at the store that was playing Bant Eldrazi. And I think I was down to,
was it the army guy or the ponytail guy?
I think it was the ponytail guy.
Every shop has a ponytail guy.
But I managed to wind up. I think we actually ran out of time on that match, but he was down to 1 life and I was up close to 30. And
wow.
I had every single basic land out of my deck on my playmat. They had all been pulled out. I think he had more cards in his graveyard than in his library, and my mat was spilling over with creatures that I returned from my graveyard. So that's the kind of game that I like to play.
One where you draw because you run out of time?
Yeah, we might need to revisit your strategy, Paul. No, I'm with you. I like, dare I say, more of kind of the rogue builds. Like I love Eldrazi, but I like the kind of the bigger decks, but I like the twist on them. So I like Tron, but I like Eldrazi Tron. I like Black Red, but I like Eldrazi Black Red or 8-Rack and stuff like that. So I hear you. Formats just get kind of boring, especially Eternal formats when it's just the same big 2 or big 3 kind of smashing up against each other. So I feel you on that.
Well, that's the neat about Modern at FNM is you're going to see a lot of different kind of decks, and so like. The first time that I went to play Modern at FNM, I was expecting to see a lot of Death Shadow and a lot of Tron,
right.
And I saw none of that. I saw a whole bunch of different kind of decks, and it was really fun to not know what you were going to play against. So,
and Randy, if you want to get into Modern and you want to start pissing people off, go get a budget 8-Rack deck, and you will see some table flipping.
I suggested Lantern Control.
Oh, see, that's not fun to even play, though. That's just like, oh gosh, I gotta flip this stupid thing and do the thing and no, it's just like there's nothing more demoralizing than just kind of ripping your opponent's hand apart and then them just taking damage for it and not being able to do anything. It's a good feeling. But all right, so you guys are gonna be a part of a debut game. So if it sucks, I'm sorry. No. So we all remember high school, right? So this is called the yearbook game. So in the yearbook, at the end of every yearbook, we had the most likely to, or section of the yearbook.
The superlatives.
Absolutely. So we're gonna go over 8 most likelies between the two of you, and you guys I'll ask the question. You guys tell me which one of you is more likely to, and tell me why.
This game is super easy. Because we both know each other really well.
All right. So, question 1: most likely to be struck by lightning, and not for one red converted mana cost, but actually.
Most likely to be struck by lightning.
Who spends most time outside? I guess. Maybe me.
I don't know. We're almost exactly the same height, so that takes that out of the equation.
Okay.
I'm wider, so probably.
Okay, we'll do that.
Randy for the win or the loss.
I'm okay with not being struck.
Yeah, sure. It was like you guys were almost fighting over it for a second. Number 2: most likely to become a UFC fighter.
Ooh, that's hard to tell. I guess we both are actually into the UFC quite a bit. We like to watch it. So
I'm overweight for any weight class, though. So I guess that back under 265.
I don't believe that to be true. I thought the heavyweights could just go whatever.
265 is the limit for heavyweight UFC.
Okay.
I guess that would be me, but I'm not sure I'd make a very good one. I think I'm a much better UFC watcher than I'm a UFC player.
Yeah, for sure.
I watch much more successfully.
Nice, very good.
I get knocked out by anybody, anybody else.
I did get knocked out by Randy once.
Oh, yeah. That's
Whoa! Okay, hold on. We need to hear that story real quick.
We used to play.
It was a pickup football game.
We used to play tackle football without pads on Saturdays, and that's when that happened. So. Paul in high school.
Paul was coming across the middle on a 4th down, and I was playing linebacker, and he jumped out with his head, and I hit him in the head with my shoulder, and he was out cold for a while.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, and you guys still remain to be friends.
Remember it.
I had no memory of it. So even now,
You just found out about it. Yeah.
Making up. And then I remember making the quick decision to not tell my mother about this event.
Ooh. Yikes. All right, question 3. Most likely to fake his own death.
These are weird ones. So what would we need to fake our own death about? I guess get insurance money, right?
I guess.
We don't want to hear the ins and outs of the plan. People are watching.
You can edit this, right?
I don't know. I can't think the fact that you talk as much about it means that maybe you're the most likely.
Probably me.
All right, so Randy.
All right, Randy's getting hit by lightning and faking his own death.
Those are connected.
You're right, yes. Good segues. Most likely to find the Willy Wonka golden ticket.
I'm going to go with Randy because he's opened way more inventions than I have.
Oh.
I've opened 5 Kaladesh inventions.
Dang. Nice.
I opened 1, but that's not nearly as many as 5.
5 is a lot, man. Are you opening your own LGS or what's going on?
No, I just sold them on eBay.
I mean, we've opened a lot of Kaladesh and Aether Revolt, but I would say that we have not opened enough to justify 6 inventions between.
No, I mean, it's ridiculous that we've opened that many.
Yeah.
But the guy in the draft at our local game store opened 2 invocations back-to-back weeks in his pack.
I will tell you, at Aether Revolt pre-release, I was sitting between 2 players who both opened the inventions on either side of me.
Wasn't it the same?
It was the same invention. It was the same invention.
Oh my god. Would you say that you're opening, like people are opening them more nowadays than when they first got spoiled with like the expeditions?
I remember Expedition. So
I have not seen nearly as many invocations as I have inventions.
Oh, okay.
So I saw a lot more in the last. I think there's actually a difference in. I think Are the Amonkhet ones more common? I think they changed the distribution. Yeah, I think they did. I think they changed it very slightly.
Yeah, I think so.
But I have seen a lot more inventions from the Kaladesh block than I have anything else, to be honest.
Okay. So most likely to wind up in a tickle fight. This is just to strictly see Randy react.
Tickle fight. Not really ticklish. So I feel like I'd be pretty good at a tickle fight.
I'd be about as good at tickle fight as I would be in the UFC, so I guess I'll go with me.
Well, I've always thought that tickling is a very underrated UFC strategy. I think that more fighters should try it. I really do.
All right. Maybe you could be a manager of some fighters or a trainer.
Manager.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
They'll teach me to get a black belt and tickle it.
Our practice would be tickle fights.
Don't stream it. I don't think that's gonna sell. All right. Number 6, most likely to find a leprechaun's pot of gold.
Well, it's kind of a lucky question again, right?
Yeah.
So I guess we go with you for that one too.
This one has more of an adventurer theme though, because you do have to go outside and kind of traverse.
Then I might take that one.
To plan and then execute the plan.
Sure. I might take that one.
Yeah, probably cool.
All right.
I'll put a pot of gold over a golden ticket though, I think.
Yeah, I think so. You could buy a lot of tickets that way.
I mean, you could buy so many tickets with a pot of gold.
Absolutely.
You can't buy the tickets, you have to buy candy bars and then get lucky and open the candy bar.
I could melt the gold and smelt my own ticket. Thank you very much.
Thank you for breaking the game, Paul. All right, most likely to become president.
Not me.
I don't know if either one of us has a very good shot.
I don't think either one of us particularly cares to do that.
All right. I just brought the mood down with that question. Moving along. All right, question.
Actually, you know what? I've been watching a lot of Designated Survivor lately. Have you seen that show?
No.
It's on NBC. Kiefer Sutherland. I've been a big Kiefer Sutherland fan ever since 24. And so I really like Tom Kirkman for president. I think I'd be a good Tom Kirkman. I think I could be president.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Why not?
I vote for Paul. Interesting fact. Kiefer Sutherland and I share a birthday.
You're kidding.
I know.
That's very cool.
And Jonah Hill. Yeah.
Cool dude.
Hey, oh, that's right. Weren't you born in the same hospital as Jonah Hill or something?
Look at that memory. Absolutely.
There you go.
Yes, yes, I was. That's my claim to non-fame right there. All right, and question 8, the last question. Most likely to be cast in the Magic movie.
I think you look like Jace. I think you look like what Jace should look like. So
Very serious. Maybe.
I don't know who I.
Oh, there you go. There, I see it now. I see it.
Yeah. Gotta get the hood.
Yeah. There. That's perfect. That's perfect. Jace Bellerin, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for planeswalking in. Oh, where'd he go? There's Paul again.
Can I be the Mind Sculptor? If I have to be a Jace, can I be the Mind Sculptor version?
Is he better than Architect of Thought?
I guess not.
I don't know.
To be honest, I'd be happy to open either one.
As long as you're not the guild pack, because that Jace sucked. All right, gentlemen, would you like to spoil any upcoming projects you're working on?
Probably the biggest thing that we've got going now is we have a big 4th of July blowout week planned. Be an episode every day the week of 4th of July.
That's big news. Nice.
This is the first time we've released daily videos like this, so and they won't be very long, but I think it'll be a lot of fun.
They'll kind of build on each other. So
yeah,
and you want to make sure you catch the whole series.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty hilarious. So I would say to any viewers, be sure you check out our channel during the week of 4th of July.
We've got a few other Magic Basics videos planned. I don't think we have them on the filming schedule yet.
But they are there. And we've got scripts in the works for a few other the Magic Basics.
One more thing that we are going to try to bring back from what people have given us feedback that they really liked in the past is our high stakes pack battles with the punishments. So it's like, Paul took an egg to the head one time, I took a waffle to the face and stuff like that. So we have a few more of the pack battles with punishments planned.
Yeah, that was one of the main things we wanted to do when we started our channel, and then we kind of got away from it because we got
opening packs.
Yeah. Well, I think we got into the nitty gritty of sitting there and planning things out and working on the schedule, and it's real easy to forget to schedule things like that. And so lately we kind of took a look at the schedule and said we need to smash more eggs on our head and things like that. So you'll see a lot more of the high stakes pack battles, and we're doing them in a very fun way. I think the viewers will really, really enjoy it.
That's excellent. And, I don't know if smashing a waffle in my face would be a punishment. I'd actually probably rather enjoy that.
Well, you're welcome to fly over here and experience it for yourself.
And then Randy will have 2 people he has knocked out. No, that's awesome, guys. So, and again, congratulations on the 100 subscriber thing. It is a huge deal, and I just saw that you guys posted a video today about win a mug in celebration of that. So that's excellent. You guys are doing a fantastic job. You guys already have name branding on stuff way ahead of me.
Looks like it's my head.
It does.
It really does. It really does.
Yeah.
So congrats.
That video will be up until, I guess we're not going to take it down, but it will be live. The contest will be live until Saturday, I guess the 3rd of June. And that's the day that we will pick a winner from the commenters.
Excellent.
So.
Absolutely. So guys, where can everyone find Breakfast with Nerds?
Well, we were at Waffle House this morning. So.
Smashing faces, right?
The main place to find us is Twitter. We're really, really active on Twitter, kind of like you said. That's where we like to interact the most. And obviously YouTube. Twitter is @breakfast_nerds. And YouTube, of course, you can just search Breakfast with Nerds. So.
We're also pretty active on kitchentablemtg.com. The forums there run by Lazarick are a really great resource for any type of Magic player.
He's fantastic.
But content creators in particular, we've got our own section there to toss around ideas. We get feedback, ideas for like some of the pack battle punishments that we'll do coming up came from feedback from the community. So we're pretty active at kitchentablemtg.com.
The whiteboard, if you've seen it in our videos, we've got the whiteboard behind us. It always has some kind of goofy one-liner on it. And we don't usually refer to it, but it's just kind of a fun thing that's there. We're always taking whiteboard suggestions from viewers. So we've got a thread for that on kitchentablemtg.com too. So if anybody who's watching this has a great one-liner that they think is pretty hilarious, we're always looking for suggestions, and we'll give you a shout-out if you suggest it.
Absolutely. So leave in the comments below any suggestions you have for the whiteboard, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, Randy and Paul, thank you for joining me all the way from Louisville, Kentucky. My name is John, the Orzov Dunn. You can find me on the social medias on Twitter @Orzov Dunn. You can find me on the They Said We Said Facebook group and They Said We Said on Instagram. So until next time, I see you in the multiverse.